Hello and welcome to Sudoku Pro.
Hello everyone, this is Uma Maheshwari solving the hard level Sudoku puzzle from New York Times dated 20th August 2022. Let's get started. Let's start with F row. There is a 1, 4 pair in fourth block which blocks these two cells of F row. In F row now there are only two cells left empty which will naturally take 1 and 4. Let's mark these two cells with 1, 4 matching pair. Now in F row there are only two empty cells and the missing numbers are 8 and 9. There is a 9 blocking from column 3. So F3 takes 8 and F1 takes 9. Let's try to fill column 1. There are these three numbers 4, 5, 7 in 7th block which blocks these three cells of column 1. Now in column 1 there are only three cells left empty and these numbers 4, 5 and 7 goes in these three cells. There is a 4 here in D row blocking E1 and there is a 4 in A row blocking A1. So 4 goes in B1. Now there are only two cells left empty where 5 and 7 goes. So let's mark these two cells with 5, 7 matching pair. Now there are only three empty cells and the missing numbers are 2, 6 and 8. There is 6 in G row and 6 in H row blocking these two cells. So 6 goes here in I1. There is a 8 blocking from G row. So G1 takes 2 and H1 takes 8. There is a 6 here in B row and a 6 here in column 2 blocking these four cells. So 6 goes here in A3. There is a 1, 8 pair in B row blocking these two cells. So 1 and 8 goes in these two cells, that is A2 and C2. Let's mark these two cells with 1, 8 matching pair. Now in block 1 there are three missing numbers. The numbers are 2, 5 and 7. In column 3 we have a 5 blocking. So B3 can take 2 or 7. In column 2 there is a 7 blocking this cell. So B2 can take 2 or 5. Now these three cells make a 2, 5, 7 triplet. Now coming down to 7th block, there are three empty cells. These two cells are blocked by 9 from 0. So 9 goes here in I2. Now in this 7th block, the missing numbers are 1 and 3. Let's mark these two cells with 1, 3 matching pair. This 2 of this 2, 5, 7 triplet blocks these two cells. And this 2 of column 9 blocks these two cells. So 2 goes in one of these two cells. Now this 2, 6 pair of column 9 and this 2, 6 pair of column 7 blocks these four cells. So 2, 6 pair goes in these two cells of block 6. There is a 6 from E row blocking here. So E8 takes 2 and D8 takes 6. This 2 from E row blocks these two cells. So 2 goes here in D2. This 2 cancels out the 2 here. So B2 takes 5. A1 takes 7 and B3 takes 2 and E1 takes 5. Now in this fourth block there are only two empty cells and the missing numbers are 3 and 7. There is a 7 blocking from column 2. So E2 takes 3 and E3 takes 7. There is 8 here in column 4 and 8 here in column 5 blocking these three cells. So 8 goes here in D6. There is a 3 here in column 8 blocking these two cells. So in D row, D5 is the only cell where 3 can be. Now in D row, the missing numbers are 5 and 9. Let's mark these two cells with 5, 9 matching pair. Let's try to fill column 5. There is a 6 here in column 6 and a 6 in column 4, blocking these two columns. So 6 goes here in one of these two cells. There is 6 blocking from A row. So C5 takes 6. Now in column 5 there are 4 empty cells and the missing numbers are 2, 4, 7 and 9. There is a 2, 7 pair in H row blocking this cell. There is a 2, 7 pair in E row blocking this cell. So 2 and 7 goes in these two cells, that is A5 and I5. There is a 7 blocking from A row. So A5 takes 2 and I5 takes 7. Now the missing numbers in column 5 are 4 and 9. Let's mark it with matching pair 4, 9. There is 7 here in H row and 7 here in I row, blocking these two rows. So 7 goes in one of these two cells. There is 7 blocking from column 7. So G8 takes 7. There is a 1, 8 pair in B row blocking this cell. So 1 and 8 goes in these two cells. There is a 8 blocking from H row. So H8 takes 1 and I8 takes 8. Now in column 8, the only missing number is 9. In C row, the missing numbers are 1, 2, 4, 7 and 8. In this second block, there are three numbers 1, 2 and 8 blocking these two cells. So these two cells take 4 and 7. There is 7 blocking from column 4. So C4 takes 4 and C6 takes 7. There is a 2 blocking from column 9. So C7 takes 2. Now there is only one empty cell in 0 and it naturally takes the matching pair 1, 8. In B row, there are two empty cells and the missing numbers are 3 and 7. There is a 7 blocking from here. So B6 takes 3 and B9 takes 7. And the missing numbers in this block, that is in second block, are 5 and 9. Let's mark these two cells with 5, 9 matching pair. There is a 9 here in I row blocking these two cells. So 9 goes in one of these two cells here. So this 9 cancels out the 9 here. So D7 takes 5 and D9 takes 9. Now there is an interesting observation here. In this central block, there are three missing numbers and the missing numbers are 1, 4 and 9. So here you have 4 blocking. So E4 can take 1 or 9. Similarly here you have 1, 4 and 8. Let me fill these cells with 1, 4, 8 triplet. Now you can see there is a triplet forming in these three cells, that is 1, 4, 8 and triplet in column 9. That means there are only two empty cells in column 9 and the missing numbers are 3 and 5. There is 5 blocking from A row. So A9 takes 3 and I9 takes 5. There is a 5 here. There is a 5 here in G row and a 5 here in I row, blocking these two rows. So 5 goes here in H6. There is a 2 here in G row blocking these two cells, and there is a 2 in column 4 blocking these two cells. So 2 goes here in I6. This 5 cancels out the 5 here, so A6 takes 9 and A4 takes 5. Now in column 6 there are two missing numbers, that is 1 and 4. There is 4 blocking from 0, so G6 takes 1 and F6 takes 4, E5 takes 9 and E4 takes 1. In column 4 there are two empty cells and the missing numbers are 3 and 9. There is 9 blocking from I row, so I4 takes 3 and G4 takes 9, I3 takes 1 and H3 takes 3. So now H5 takes 4. This 4 in F row cancels out the 4 here, and F9 takes 1. That eliminates 1 from these two cells. Now here in this ninth block there are 3 empty cells and the missing numbers are 3, 4 and 9. There is 4 and 9 blocking from 0. So G7 takes 3, H7 takes 9 and I7 takes 4. Now this 4 cancels out the 4 here. So E7 takes 8 and E9 takes 4. C9 takes 8. A7 takes 1. A2 takes 8 and C2 takes 1, and the puzzle is solved. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.